I do.
And tell us about what that is.
It is a communication platform that integrates all communication into one local inbox.
Okay.
To make communication with operators and their customers more convenient and reliable.
So if someone, and correct anything I'm saying, so if someone has multiple locations, whether it's a tunnel or an in-bay, and they could have separate phone numbers for each location.
Exactly.
They call in, the customer can call in or text. It's all going to go to a central location.
Yes.
And
but it
then,
is site specific, so
but
you're
you
going to know.
see which site.
Yep.
Okay, great. And then an operator on the other end, that could be at, like someone at the car wash in corporate or locally, can respond. And then on the back end, you're going to see who responds to what. So not multiple people aren't responding to the same message.
Exactly.
Is that correct?
So an
Okay.
operator can handle their own support or have a team member of their own do it, and they're going to know exactly how they responded, what their response was, what the time response was, and be able to see and manage it right from there.
Fantastic. So we have a phone number at different locations. You can have text. Do you guys have Facebook Messenger yet? Or
Coming soon.
Coming soon?
Yes.
Okay. Any
email
other?
is integrated into
Email is
that.
integrated as well. Okay. So that way, if they email you, they text you, and soon they Facebook message you, it all comes to one platform. You don't have to worry about all these multiple things to log into.
Exactly.
And handle it and shoot a message out, and all the team sees who's messaging what.
Exactly.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
What happens if something goes wrong at the car wash? How do you do that?
We have it set up where during the onboarding process with us and the operator, the relationship, I know exactly, and my team knows exactly who to contact regarding anything at the wash. Specifically, we handle all the communication, but if it comes to refunds, the operator then handles that, and they're notified by us.
Okay.
If there's a service issue, we notify the service team that has been assigned to that.
Yep.
And they handle it right on site, and then we can let the customer know it's been taken care of.
Great. And what has the response been from owners so far?
Amazing.
Awesome.
We have one, especially the operators that car washes are their side gig.
Yeah.
We have a operator that we do his support, and he's actually a doctor, and he doesn't want to touch any of it. So it's been
I've talked to this
amazing for
doctor.
him.
He's super happy.
He is, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it's just made his life a lot easier.
Fantastic. That's good. And the technology, it continues to get better and better. So before, car washes were sold as, hey, it's a hands-off, it's just like a giant vending machine, and it wasn't quite so.
Right.
But it's getting closer to that now.
Yeah.
If you buy reliable equipment, modern equipment, it is getting to the point where people can kind of have an investment on the side. Yes, there's going to be maintenance and stuff, but they can kind of be hands-off, have a normal job,
Right.
manage it themselves, or just hire someone to manage that part of it for them, and then they have very minimal things to do.
Yeah, and then having it unattended is totally doable when you have a platform like this where we're managing it for you,
Yeah.
and then memberships just flow freely.
Yeah, that's slick. Now, what's the typical issue you hear from customers? What's your daily day like?
Normally, it could be service issues at the wash,
Okay.
or trying to use the app and needing to update the app, update credit cards,
Okay.
Adding vehicles to their pass or membership, changing their vehicle, updating the plate information. That's one thing with the Via Guard management that we do is, say we see a vehicle that comes through that's on a pass that we go, oh, they had a temp tag,
Yeah.
and now they have their permanent tag.
Yeah.
We update that in the system for them. Sometimes we send a message to the customer saying, congratulations, we noticed you got a new vehicle.
Yeah.
We hope you're enjoying the wash and things like that. And then they respond and they feel heard and taken care of.
Fantastic. So tunnel operators, normal everyday stuff. For in-bay operators, now normal everyday stuff if you have a monthly. We see a lot of in-bay owners that are really new to monthlies. And it is more maintenance. If you're an in-bay owner thinking of monthlies, I know of very few people that has ever regretted it. Like 99, I would say comfortably 99% of the people that just go all in on monthlies, they're very happy with it. But it is more work than you're used to. It's not just 3 buttons anymore. It's going to lead to a lot more revenue, but there's a little bit more involved. And you guys, if you want, handle all that for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. So tell us also about this new plate recognition thing you have?
Yeah, so it's basically street view marketing where you set a camera up right by your wash or your business, picks up the plates going by. You can get name, address, information of the customer or the plate going by to specifically hone into that marketing as far as the people that are actually driving by your wash.
Yeah.
So you could have somebody that lives 30 miles from your wash but drives by every day for work. So then you can market and send them a mailer or an offer to get them to come to your wash, and they may or may not even know you're there, and they just drive by it every day. And
or
they
once
go,
a week
"Oh,
for
wow."
church?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. So.
And you're
it's
going
pretty
directly
slick.
market to them.
Exactly.
So the concept is, instead of mailing out 5,000 mailers in a 3-mile radius, the typical, last I heard, the typical bring through rate is 1% to 2%.
Exactly.
And you guys are like 12, 14% when you tested it? What was it? I forget.
I actually forget too.
What percentage was it?
27%.
So you guys were 27%. Instead of 1 or 2%, you guys were 27% on the beta test that you did.
Exactly.
That's amazing, because you're just targeting the people that you know for sure drive by.
One of our wash locations is a perfect example because it's on the highway entrance. So you could have someone that you're marketing to because they live right there, but they could go out of their driveway, pull to the left, and not even pass our wash. So we're specifically marketing to the people that are driving by.
That's amazing. And this unit here is solar.
Yes.
So it's
solar and Wi-Fi.
So solar and Wi-Fi, so it's completely wireless to a building.
Exactly.
You can now, I've witnessed this on a pole near a certain location, and it was like full of ice.
Yeah.
And it never lost power.
Oh yeah,
It was on the whole time.
and there was icicles hanging from it and everything, and it still worked perfectly.
And it wasn't plugged into the building.
Right.
Just Wi-Fi and solar. That's crazy. Where are we going? That is crazy stuff. So right now, you guys are focusing on car washes. But is there anything stopping you from a barber shop or a nail salon or anything?
No, or a gym. No.
Contact us today. No, that is fantastic to hear. That is really exciting stuff. So the goal for you guys is you're going to handle all the stuff. They just put it out there, and you take care of the customer. They're going to mail it out, or even you'll have a third party mail it out for them to the specific people. And that's it. They don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's got to bring in the money.
Yeah.
Bring in the, contact. That's really exciting stuff. Technology is a wonderful thing. And the fact that you can mount it anywhere, that's because a lot of these locations are, they're 100, 200, 400 feet off the road, and you don't want to spend a lot of money wiring something out and conduit and all that stuff. So good stuff.
And Carwash Communicator is ever evolving. We're adding modules, which is this is our most recent, but we're doing marketing, training. Yeah. Obviously the customer support, mass messaging, and checklists too. So it's ever evolving to make it convenient for the operator and us doing the support for them.
So you guys are evolving Carwash Communicator to kind of be an all-in for operators, help operations part of it.
Exactly.
Quite a bit. Okay. That's very exciting stuff. Yeah. So thank you, Shara. Appreciate your time.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.